So my history of CS and casting, I'll just give you the rundown again. I think I'm just going to highlight this clip and then I'll just reference this clip. So basically the history of my CS career is like this. I played Halo PC. That was the first competitive game I ever played. And some of the people I was playing Halo with were talking about Counter-Strike Source. This is back in like 2006, 2007. And I had never heard of Counter-Strike before. Like I'd never heard of 1.6, never heard of beta, never in my life knew what the hell Counter-Strike was. No idea. So I meet these people in Halo PC, they tell me about Source, I buy it, and for the first 6 months that I play Source, I never actually play it competitively. I'm like playing, I think Zombie Mob was the first thing I ever played, like late nights with my buddies after playing Halo, just to like have some fun. And then I got into gun game and surfing and all that shit. And then finally I started playing Dust 2 death matches, just so I was like, hey, maybe I should learn how to aim in this game. I'll play some death matches. So I did that. Then I did some Dust 2 pugs and pubs and stuff. And then eventually by 2008 I started competing in Cal, or 2009 I started competing in Cal. And I got to the main level in Counter-Strike Source. And then in ESEA I got to ESEA main in Counter-Strike Source. So I got to like that semi-pro division, I guess you could say. And in Go, so far, I haven't made it past intermediate of the ESEA levels, which is open, intermediate, main, invite. So yeah, I haven't done really well for myself in Go. I don't know if I ever will. I don't really focus on playing. I focus on casting. So casting, the way that happened was while I was playing Counter-Strike Source around this 2007, 2008 time period, I had a friend. His name was Slider. He worked for a company called Elix Media, and they were making Counter-Strike Source movies for that website called themovievault.net. Some of you might know that. And I casted some clips for him that he was using in the Frag video. And I used that as a way to audition for a company called GameFire back in about 2008 that was based off of to people who used to work for TSN. So people know what TSN is. They were doing CPL coverage and stuff like that. That's actually one of the companies that Corey Dunn made a name for himself working with, was TSN. So some of the old TSN guys made a company called GameFire, and I casted for that. And then after GameFire wound up tanking, I started casting for Ponus TV with Leo Geo 2, which some of you guys might know him from like his TF2 casting. He was a really famous TF2 caster, Leo Geo 2. So I casted with him at Ponus TV. So GameFire for about a year, Ponus TV for about a year. Both those companies kind of just tank. Then I go on to playing casting for EREV, which also tanks after about a year. And then I get picked up by Source Collective, also known as Esports Collective. And I cast with them, and they get picked up by ESEA. And then that's that, basically. That's my... So I guess all in all, I've been playing Counter-Strike for about, I don't know, it's 2014, so maybe 7 years, 8 years. Been casting it for about 5 or 6 years. If that answers your question. Long story short. I pretty much explained